Hello from Portland. This is another video response, and it's actually a response to another one of Zachary's videos. A very good video in which Zachary talks about how offensive certain terms are, and one of the examples he uses is the habit of some young straight men of calling each other gay or saying something is gay as a way to express disapproval. And I've actually been thinking about this for a while because the term wasn't really used that way when I was young, but I've heard it a lot online, and I've heard a lot of straight people actually call it out and thought good for them. But my thoughts about it are kind of complicated because ultimately it makes me sad for certain reasons, but I don't think it's really homophobic. And in fact, I don't think it has anything to do with actual gay people. Because the one word you can't use to insult me is gay. You can call me gay all day. It doesn't bother me. The only way it's an insult is when it's used by a straight person in reference to another straight person. It reminds me of a few months ago. I was getting really frustrated with my son, who's 9. He was 8 at the time, and he was not doing what I wanted him to do, and I said he was being childish, and he just stopped and looked at me and said, "Well, I'm a child." And I thought, yeah, that kind of neutralizes the criticism. And to use a potentially really divisive example, you will sometimes hear African Americans criticize each other by saying, "Oh, you're acting white." And that makes me really sad. And I think it's destructive for reasons I'll get into in a minute. But I'm not offended as a white person. I don't think it's about me at all. And I don't think That's So Gay is really about me at all either. The reason that expressions like that make me sad is I think they're used to create a kind of box to limit and confine people in how they can act and what they can say and how they can express themselves so that they fit your expectations. And I think adolescent males can be very insecure and very subject to that kind of pressure to conform to stereotypes about what music they can like and what books they can read and whether they can read books at all and how they can feel their feelings. And that makes me sad, not because it's offensive, but because it limits the kind of person you can be. And as the father of a son, I want him to be himself. I don't want him to feel pressured to act a certain way. I come to the same conclusion as Zachary. I don't think it's a good thing to say. I certainly wouldn't want my son to say it, or any of his friends. But I think it's more complicated than just being a homophobic remark. I think it's actually part of a much bigger set of social and cultural norms that really hold everybody back.